It's crazy how it's only been a month and Trump supporters are already regretting their vote. We told you so.
The only thing that Trump winning proved was how many uneducated, angry, miserable, hateful people there are in this country. I know for myself, I wake up every morning with a sense of peace in my soul and knowing that I have self-respect because I did not vote for him. And that means a lot. And I know I'm not the only one.
Do you have self-respect? I have self-respect. Hey, it's Red Channels, and if you like my videos, please give this video a like, share it, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and consider going down into the description section and subbing to me on Patreon for other benefits. Anyway, enjoy the show.
Do you want to know what is the best part about being a Democrat? Is watching all those Trump administration picks crash and fucking burn. The only thing I can say is it's time to hang on because the shit show is about ready to go.
I think the entire MAGA movement and Trump's rise to power are all a result of Barack Obama being elected president. Half of this country is that racist and was that put out that a non-white president would be elected, that this is now the repercussions of that. I think
Help, I'm bored at work. Somebody help, seriously. Now some of you are probably like, you're bored at work? It's work, it's supposed to be boring. Not my job, okay? I work at a nonprofit with my boss and one other person, and normally I'm inside, and it's freezing out here, but I'm inside playing games, improv games. But today, because our entrance inside is blocked by a Christmas tree, one of us has to be outside at all times to direct people to the back to go in. Well, guess who has that job right now? Me, and I'm freezing and bored as hell. I am so bored. Somebody save me. I really do like my job, though, I'll be honest. I love my job.
This post is not to make me money, because it won't be long enough to do that. This post is to remind you that Donald Trump is the felon-elect. He is a felon. You don't have to be sentenced to be a felon. You have to be convicted. And he was 34 times by a jury of his peers. So if you voted for him, you have very questionable decision-making skills. Thanks.
Aren't Democrats the ones who are super in favor of the felon's right to vote? This is kind of ironic.
Give Trump a chance? You never gave Biden a chance. Why should I ever look past what Trump did on January 6th? Never.
The only ones that have TDS are you bunch of jackasses still hee-hawing around the lying con man rapist that you still support. You want to talk about the worst candidate in 100 years? That'd be the one you voted for. The one that is listed as one of the worst presidents that we have ever had. But you live in la la Trump land and you only believe what he says. I bet you still got Obama's name in your mouth too. And you want to talk about some kind of derangement syndrome? Look in the fucking mirror. Look in the fucking mirror.
Okay, I'm trying to convince my husband that Miss Kamala Harris will be our president. Miss POTUS will be, Lotus will be POTUS and all that. And he thinks I'm fucking nuts as fuck. I'm telling you, he thinks I'm damn crazy. Do you not? And I'm telling y'all right this minute, to your face, to my...
She may be in your lifetime, but not next. No. January 20th, he will be your president. I'm sorry to say.
He's sorry to say. Exactly. I'm sorry for hearing him say that. But anyway, this is for the record that Kamala Harris will be our president in 2025.
In 2029.
All right. Give me a kiss, honey. Love you.
Love you.
Who's going to be right or wrong?
Mom. Emma not always. Me.
No, Mamala. He said Mimala.
All right, honey.
Anyway. So you really don't think she's going to be our president this year? For real? And he's going to get inaugurated? Really, truly? And he's going to be our president
on
for
Martin Luther King Day.
You hear that shit, y'all?
Let the racism begin.
Ain't no way in hell that's going to happen. It's my way or the highway. Right, Steve?
If you say so.
All right, well, I'm going to be right on this one. Even though I don't like the right side, but I'm going to let him be left. Left behind. Because when he says what he says, he's going to be what? Regretting everything he just said, right? Right or wrong? Love you.
Well, that did not turn out so well for him, now did it?
Conservative men, I need y'all to know, when you come and comment mean and hateful things on my videos, it makes me so happy. I love knowing that something that I said made you take the time to stop and comment on my video. And I want y'all to know, the more you comment on the video, the more it circulates around. So honestly, thank you. And the people who keep commenting, he's not even president yet. Yes, thank you. Thank you. We know. He is talking about when he becomes president. And then commenting, why don't you shave your head? Or, of course you got a nose ring. Like that, I don't understand that. Like, I don't know if you think that hurts my feelings or what you think, but it's definitely not funny. Like, no one's laughing at that. There is literally nothing. Like, I don't know if you think it hurts my feelings, but I'm very secure with myself and my beliefs, so pop off.
Recently, and I got a lot of comments saying that I was crazy, delusional, brainwashed, mad, sea theorist. So I put together a little montage of video clips of all of these like codes or Easter eggs or whatever, and I don't know. Tell me what you think. Am I crazy? Am I mad? Am I delusional? Probably, but I don't know. Tell me what you think.
Never assume that loud is strong or quiet is weak. It's often the other way around.
Here, a little political, it's because I'm intentionally trying to be by not answering your question. And what I mean by that is, I'm Jon Stewart, who wisely said, be patient. What happened will be revealed. And it won't be revealed in the hours and days of the election. That will absorb a deeper understanding over time. And that's the approach.
And in Arizona, Donald Trump wins somewhat convincingly at the presidential level. But Ruben Gallego is on his way to the United States Senate. Same day, same set of voters, same election. So there were 6 battleground states that had statewide elections outside of the presidential election. Democrats swept 5 and only lost in Pennsylvania. That doesn't sound to me like we need a complete makeover. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. What happens when the other side has repeatedly and abundantly made clear they are not interested in playing by the rules? It's a problem. And when that happens, we fight for what we believe in. There are going to be times, potentially, when one side tries to stack the deck and lock in a permanent grip on power, either by actively suppressing votes or politicizing the armed forces or using the judiciary, the criminal justice system to go after opponents. And in those circumstances, pluralism does not call for us to just stand back and say, well, I'm not sure that's okay. In those circumstances, a line has been crossed, and we have to stand firm.
On the campaign, I would often say, when we fight, we win. But here's the thing. Sometimes the fight takes a while. That doesn't mean we won't win.
For those who don't know or who may not get it, Blue Anon is real, and there are a contingent of Democrats who feel that Kamala, and the rest of the Democratic Party has been dropping certain Easter eggs about how Donald Trump will not become president. This is wishful thinking on their part, of course, and they're just completely insane. And we're going to have to be dealing with this for at least the next 4 years. So buckle up.
You say you don't support children in cages, but it wasn't a line for you. He's cruel, demeaning, and sexually inappropriate, our first president to start a coup. He said people with disabilities should just die, mocked a child for his tears of joy. Your own daughter with autism. Would you feel different if she were a boy? So caught up in worshiping a false idol, you don't see the writing on the wall. Yes, you have the right to make your own choices. However, our democracy may fall. Your loyalty to a man who wouldn't give you a second look, his policies will cause so much harm, taking away rights and banning books. The arrogance is catching, seeing humans in categories, ranking their value as if you're taking inventory. I shared why there is a disconnect, why she's stepping back for a bit. Your response to being told of how you hurt her was, oh, she'll get over it. I have no words to describe how that sliced me to the core. You say you love your daughters, but won't protect us in this war. I no longer have interest in trying to show you the light. You can continue on, thinking that you are right. You've made your choice to live in fear and separation of humanity. You've been swallowed up by the cult of Trump and national Christianity. This is where I leave you. For my energy, I choose to protect. I cannot like a person who lives in a way I don't respect. I know you don't understand my pain. The world shift, you don't get. I can only speak my truth and say, you'll get over it.
I decided to make this video because I realized that even though a lot of people are saying the math isn't mathing and things just aren't adding up, because they aren't. They're not adding up. Something is just really, really off. I thought everybody was kind of on the same page with that, the ones who voted blue. But I realized the other day I had a friend who I was talking to, and I just basically made a past comment saying, like, we're talking about Trump, and I was like, well, it's not necessarily over. And he had no clue what I was talking about. So I was like, you know what? Let me just make a video, just even if I get to a couple more people, just to talk about it. So it's not adding up. Something is wrong. And I think most people are seeing that it doesn't make sense. You don't have all these people coming out and registering to vote who never voted before, and people saying, oh, I'm going to switch and vote for the Democrats when I've never done that before. And it's just not adding up. And I'm just saying, be hopeful. Just wait. Kamala is intelligent. She's a prosecutor. Give her time. And if we're wrong, but it's nice to have hope live inside of us for a little bit.
what if all of this is for a fucking reason? Because the loyal followers, the alt-right, the people who didn't vote, the people who didn't want to get involved, voted for wrong reasons, whatever. The whole like, oh, this is their lesson to learn. What if that's the point? Like, what if they're supposed to be watching the chaos? They're supposed to have this feeling of like, wait a second, this person I trusted is lying to me. Wait a second. They're supposed to feel the discomfort that we've been feeling for years. I think it kind of goes back to like the whole, like, you cannot build a new house on an old cracked foundation. We cannot just like be like, oh, nope, he's not going to be the president and she's in like overnight. Like, there has to be things in between for the other people to realize. So yeah, I think we're in the process of digging up that old cracked foundation. The construction crews outside, they're ready to build the new house, but Demo's got to finish their work.
Man, that's enough liberal insanity for one video. I think that this is only going to get worse throughout the Trump presidency. They will have to continue to stick their heads in the sand and deny reality. And it's only going to get more intense, right? Just because we got this one victory, just because we got Trump elected, just because we got him in office, doesn't mean that this fight is over by any means. There's probably going to be an allergic reaction by the civil service as soon as he takes office, because they know, a lot of these swamp creature government officials know they're going to be fired as soon as he takes office. So get ready for even more of an uphill battle. It doesn't end here by any means. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a like. Please share it. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Please consider going down into the description of this video and subbing to me on Patreon for other benefits. Shout out to my first Patreon sub, General Jack Ripper. And Red Channels will be catching you in the next one.